And we're recording.
Everyone shut the fuck. Okay. We are at the set 20 sessions mark. That's over 4.5 months of adventuring. Still in the Shrine of Pandora, the group decides to continue moving as we have discovered as much as we have. Continuing along the corridors, we walk for 30 minutes and the floor starts to elevate until about another 2 hours when we came into another opening. Umbra during this time starts a perception check, and not being able to see much, we enter and see a pit, even though the rough and even terrain is not difficult. As we enter the area, we notice the creatures, and they don't notice us, so we get a free random combat off. Initiative! Tava starts strong with an Eldritch Beam and running out of the mountain cave, hitting the zombie in front of him. He does a nat 20 for 28 damage, absolutely blowing them up. As the combat continues, we quickly eliminate our first set of enemies, just for someone to accidentally hit a rock into a hole. We all think that it's finally time, that it's, over. We got some time to rest, and we all start to, take our minds off the combat when a big, giant, pink eye comes out of a pit in the ground, and a second set of initiative starts. There is now a beholder in these canyons. We continue to fight as we miss rays after rays after rays of those eyes and cones, and our weapons are no longer as effective because of an anti-magic cone. The beholder, eventually becoming very hurt from the characters, ends up turning its attention to Bareth and trying to petrify him, making him stuck in place and making Cartier fall asleep with the sleep ray. Alona, noticing Bareth in trouble, runs past the beholder, dodging it gracefully, trying to figure out what's happening. Bareth, terrified, takes another shot over her ear, taking out one of its main eyes. As Bella is in pain, it falls down the pit whence it came. Alona quickly checks over Bareth, noticing his distress. Bareth responds, worried, saying he needs to sit, but he can't move his legs. Alona asks about the rabbit feet and that the luck charms had worked for everyone, then asks him if he had one. He says that the key he was given has become his good luck charm, and Alona says it's a great key for a great home. Umber goes and takes a look at the chest in the corner of the room, and notices it is quite abnormal. As soon as he realizes this, he lunges forward, attempting to bite him, but missing. Uno, his wolf that he summoned during the session, goes to protect its master, getting stuck on the wooden exterior, and Duo also fights. As they continue, they all three fight the chest by themselves, eventually killing it without alerting anyone else. The group all decide to take a long rest with nothing going wrong for the night. Umbra and Bareth cook food for the group and wake everyone up. Umbra starts asking questions about Bareth and tries to confirm his suspicions about Bareth coming from the Feywild. Bareth becomes disorientated and worried, pressing questions forward auspiciously, and then asks for a moment and talks to Thimble. Tarvis checks in with Alona, since she still seems to be shaken up from the kobolds dying, reassuring her that no one blames her and we are very thankful for her healing skills. Umbra starts bringing out multiple beverages and making sure everyone is comfortable in the caves. As the group continues onwards, they reach the start of the mine shaft and return to the surface. As the group comes to the surface, they discuss many topics, but mostly about a funeral for the kobolds and the morality behind reviving the kobolds. Bareth, after accidentally asking why they can't, they remind him because bashful. Why they can't remind them, he becomes bashful and told it isn't the right thing to do to bring them back. He never thought it was wrong when he was brought back. As they go to Threadboaters, they discuss the logistics behind the funeral and decide to speak with the dead to the kobolds to find out what they would like. As they discuss how death is, Nets, one of the kobolds, says their underworld is a large area with gold and trinkets to play and enjoy, and they love it, but they want their bodies to be returned to their tribes. As we can come up to the surface, we are led in a funeral to the kobolds, but we bury them with gold and with the sun shining upon their bodies. Boda gives the funeral right to the kobolds. Umbra presses Bareth again. Bareth can't hide his fear and distrust. Umbra said that they were alright and is now backtracking and using too many negatives and trying to make his trust come back. Bareth is very afraid. Umbra was probably meaning his best, but Bareth is too scared due to the nature of the questions. Bareth asks him to stop pressing and goes to wake up the group. He expresses his fear to the original group that he started his adventure with. Alona, the big sister, terrifies Umbra with threats. Darren goes for the cool but dangerous uncle route and realizes that Umbra seems chill. Umbra discusses how he was stuck in another plane of existence for a while and is now a stranger in his own realm, similar to Barrett's experience. Umbra explains that he hopes to repay the debts he owes and that he won't abandon us when we need him. He has a lot of people. Sorry, he has lost a lot of people due to people running in the past, something like that. Zoldan also trusts Umbra and was listening into their conversation. Darren and Barrett have an in-depth conversation about how they are feeling and a quick check-in for Barrett. Darren is a great role model. Alona and Tarvis have a cute conversation with Celadrin, looking menacing as hell with magic swords and maces. Alona is on the fucking warpath, but Celadrin starts to impart some knowledge. Celadrin says that he is not really trustworthy unless you're his ally. Celadrin explains that he has escaped death before, when he was meant to die, and that is why Celadrin must kill Umbra. He didn't threaten anyone who didn't deserve it. And then that's the end of the session.
Alright, as promised at the end of last session, we're going to start everything off today with our downtime session, with Umbra and Celadrin having that much-needed chat.
Oh. Hello there. Sorry.
Hello, Umbra.
Hello, Solid. How are you?
Good, I suppose. What can I do for you?
Now, DM question. Are we still within the general area of the, camp?
Yeah, you wouldn't have moved much unless you want to.
Solid, then you're right to talk here, yes? Or would you like a bit more privacy?
We can move away from the others if that is more agreeable to you.
No, I just want to check in with you. Granted, you know, you've been hunting me for a fair while now, and this conversation might be better for us to have now in our private to then share with everyone later. Would you agree?
Yes, sure.
Is there just so we're still within eyeshot of everybody? Is there still like a clearing that we could just go to, like just a little bit away? So not within earshot, but we're still within eyesight.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't take too long to find a secluded place where you're still within visual range, but just far enough away that they can't hear what you're saying without needing to get closer.
So, Roger,
Yeah.
shall we cut the pretense for a quick second?
Sure.
What made you decide to reveal yourself now?
If you remember, I didn't have a choice if I was revealed or not. I had to save your life again, and when I tried to leave again, it was your new group of friends who decided to stop me.
True, in fact, you was, let's say, interesting. But you know I've gotten out of other scrapes like that before without you intervening. I'm curious why you would come to that aid in that battle. You had perfect opportunity to stay away.
I was uncertain about the intentions of the strangers we had just met. Your life was mine to take. If they were a threat, I should have been close in case I had to step in and defend my kill from them.
Aww, you want to defend me. You are very sweet, aren't you? After all this.
Nothing to do with sweetness, everything to do with honor. Your life was, until a little while ago, mine. And therefore, if you had died to someone else, I would have not regained my honor. So therefore, you had to stay alive until I had killed you.
I'll ask you a question with that.
Of course.
You say until recently. So you did accept another contract?
Of course. The healer of the group, I believe Ilona is her name. She decided to bargain for your life and give me another another target that would bring me more or equal honor, and therefore you have regained your life.
Ask you a follow-up.
Of course.
Does that mean that after you've taken the life of this new target, you said the council is still after me? Because I
Yes.
escaped on that night. Does that mean you'll still come after me in the end?
Well, I would probably not accept a new contract after you, but I would imagine that they would send someone else in my place if they learn you are still alive. You have made a very powerful enemy that night, and you will have many more that will come to get your life.
Nice. It's interesting you say that, Silicon.
Oh, why?
After all these years, after our travels through that forest, after that adventure in that fissure, do you recall what was happening when I was down in those caves?
I
Or
recall many things, but you will need to remind me of something specific I'm supposed to be remembering.
remember what they called me down in those caves? You remember what I had to do to survive you and survive this world we got thrust into?
I remember pieces.
Do you know how long we've been away?
No, I have lost track of the time I've been shadowing you.
Based off the conversations I've gathered thus far, in about 200 plus years.
That is shocking.
So, that brings me back to my other question. Will the council still care?
I am uncertain. The contract on your life is, as of right now, terminated. I've terminated my contract for your life with the council. However, the contract of the council for your life is still open should anyone else wish to accept it. So, I am uncertain. Maybe they will forget. It has happened before. And that council member who forgot was removed. But should someone find out that your contract is still active and I have abandoned it for another target, we will probably both die very soon.
I mean, well, we've been together this long. What's another couple of years, eh?
I suppose. I don't know how long this will continue on with your new group of friends you have gathered. It seems like tensions are rising, and after I have reclaimed my honor, I will return home. I am uncertain about your path from there on forward.
Celadrin, you like making contracts, yes?
I do not enjoy it, but it is part of how a business must be conducted. Without contract, there is no enforcement, no structure, no honor.
As two who have seen a lot of death, lost honor, gained honor, and experienced a few things that no mortal upon this world should actually ever see, may I offer you this, a contract between us.
And
Where-
that would be.
What do you say? Your new target is this. I'm not 100% sure. I assume that big foe that the party was speaking about a while ago.
A thing named Bloodfist.
Bloodfist. Right. Do you think you can handle them by yourself?
Well, in the contract that I have made with Ilona, she agreed that her party would help me. So, while I alone might not be enough, I'm confident that the entire party, who is now obligated to help me, is, or well, she at least, is more than willing to help me take him down.
Well, here's my suggestion, and let me know what you think. As I am currently with this party, my obligation, of course, is with the contract. But I'd like to make one amendment.
Okay.
After it is done, you and I, we settle things.
Settle things how?
I like to think of it as a debt of honor. You remember that night well, yes?
Yes.
You remember the times that have come from then?
Yes.
And I only remain. I am the only one left.
So you wish to
So-
make one final stand.
What I'm saying is you and me sorted out. That means until our conflict is resolved, until this contract you have with whoever this Bloodfist character is, you ensure to your best of your ability that you support every single being in this party. And when the deed is done, you and I will settle this conflict, be it to the death, or be it through a other alternate route that we discover along the way. I wouldn't mind getting to stand in front of that council and show them what has happened to the sole survivor of that night, at least to my understanding. And as a man of honor, I'm sure you can understand, I have a duty to ensure either justice is done, or die trying to do it. Would you form a contract with me to ensure our mutual beneficiaries? Mutual benefits.
Very well. I can agree to those terms. But I will make this clear that the contract can only exist in that it doesn't interfere with the already existing one.
I would never think of anything like that. After having you around for so many years, you pick up on a few things, and I understand that honor is such a strong bond for you. As such,
Okay.
I would never think to tarnish that.
Very well. I accept your terms.
Appreciate it. How would you like to see it? Usual way? In blood?
With blood.
It is done.
Yeah.
And I also have to ask you again, after contract, are you doing handshake?
Yeah, sure.
Apologies. Yeah.
Okay. Are we finished? Will we return to the group, which is surely waiting on us?
We shall. And but one last thing. Sorry.
Yes.
I have to ask. If things go south, will you run?
As long as the contract stands, you and Ilona have nothing to fear. The rest, I make no promises for.
None of the part of ours. You help them to the best of your ability, yes?
As
That
long
includes-
as Ilona wishes for them to be alive, they should remain so.
I can
She's
agree
the
to
one who signed the contract. She's the only one I care for.
Understandable. Well, I look forward to traveling with you properly this time round, instead of being in the shadows and hiding. Both of us.
This will be an interesting experience.
Ah, look on the positive side, my friend. And I will call you my friend for this time being. It will be fun. It will be interesting. And hey, at least we get to travel with people again, and not have to deal with those beings in that other room.
Okay, I nod my head and walk back to the group.
Follow suit.
Alright. And following the conclusion of that conversation, you guys are now in a week of downtime. Everyone has brought me something that they would like to do, and as stated in a previous message, we'll run through it in the order of how you guys sent it to me. Which means we're starting off with Vareth. Vareth, what would you like to get done in your week of downtime?
I honestly thought it was Emily gonna be straight up, so let me double check what I sent.
I knew it wasn't me.
I would like to. I would like to search out a famous dwarven chef. I need to get more experience in cooking different ways.
Alright. Go ahead and just roll me just an investigation check. DC's not very high.
Arab's really good at finding chefs.
Yeah, really good apparently, a natural 20. Alright. Within 10 minutes of asking around, you locate the enigmatic Faigieri, this famed dwarven chef that you'd heard much about, and over the course of the week he teaches you much about proper spicing and flavouring of meats, how to properly prepare mushrooms of varying varieties. It's both an intense and fantastic experience.
Oh yeah. So that's kind of it for the general stuff. I'd like to do a big group thing as well, if that's okay.
Of course.
I would like to. It's kind of going to start by Barrett asking Zoldan a question.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Zoldan. I hate to interrupt, but it's going to sound weird. You have a very smooth head, and you have
Yes.
like no hair on your face. How do you
No.
do that?
I could never grow facial hair, and I have been treated with special ointments by the monks to prevent me from growing any hair on my head.
Damn. Okay. I don't like this. The hair on my face. It's really getting to me. It's
Why?
too long.
Suits
It's thanks, but yeah, I wasn't really taught how to get rid of it. Obviously.
I
getting
can
taught-
show you how you get rid of that if you want.
Yes, please.
I go to grab out one of my darts, and I'll show him on my forearm, so that way he can do it to his own face. I'm not accidentally cutting him. You get the edge of your blade, and have it lying. In my case, it'll be across my forearm, but I knew it'll be the blade going parallel to the ground.
Right.
And you basically slide it down your face, and you basically just see the hair on my arm almost falling off because it's that sharp. As long as you don't slide the blade sideways, you will not cut yourself down.
Vareth is going to give that a shot.
Just roll a dex check for me to see how well you do.
It's an 18.
Sure. Alright. Even though it is your first time attempting to shave, you manage to deftly use this dart to shave fairly well. And you only get one small nick that barely bleeds at all. You've shaved quite effectively.
Yes, so I have updated my character profile for everyone with me with short hair. Let's have a quick check. And then he's going to see if the guys would like to go out and show him what it's like being a man in this day and age.
Well, I can't really do that. I missed a lot when I was in the monks, being a discipline.
Maybe we should all go out together one time this week, and we should hang out for a bit.
Sure. Fine. Does anyone else want to partake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll partake if you'll have me.
Yeah.
So I'll push that to the Friday night, so everyone else can have some time before we do like a bit. And yeah, that was kind of all I wanted to do. Learn from Guy Fieri, the the best chef in Flavortown, and shave my face.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
Well, in that case, we're moving to Alona.
Yes, that is me. The first thing I want to do is I have to go to Vareth, and I come with a few stacks of paper on some parchment. Vareth, I have something for you.
Oh yeah.
So
What have you got for me?
I know you love to cook, and you're very, very excellent at it, and you've been learning all these new techniques, and everything you make is absolutely delicious. And I thought that it's probably been quite a long time since you've had anything from the Wildwood Sentinels. So, I wrote down everything I could remember from 2 different recipes. So,
Awesome.
the first one is venison and forest root stew. Nim and Valis used to make this all the time, and it was delicious. I miss it so much. And the other thing is very good. It is a chestnut cherry pie. Have you ever had Connell's chestnut cherry pie? I think it was his mother's recipe.
I think I might have had it on a birthday or something like that, where she brought it into classes, but I haven't had it in a long while, so I don't know what it tastes like.
You have no idea. This is so delicious. Chestnut cherry pie. I think about it all the time. It is so good. And anyway, I know you lost out on learning a lot from the Wildwood Sentinels, and I know we can't go home yet, but maybe this will make you feel more at home until we get there. And yeah. So if you want to make it, you can. If you don't, and you just want to have it around, that's okay as well. But I just thought that maybe it would help you feel more connected to home.
Barrett smiles, but is definitely speechless. He's holding back a tear.
Anyway, that is that. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
There's two more things I want to do. The second one is Thad Rhoda, and this one doesn't really cry much. I basically just want her to teach me how to make healing potions and potions in general.
Alright. This will be 2 checks.
Mm-hmm.
First off, a medicine check.
That's a 12. That was really bad.
Okay. And the second one is an intelligence check.
Shit, I'm not good at that. An 18.
Alright. You have successfully taken the time to learn how to make general potions of healing.
Cool. And then the last thing I want to do is with Jarvis. So I'm going to go up to him in camp at about dusk. Hi Jarvis.
Hi.
How are you? Feeling funky?
It's a lot to take in, not being in control of my own body for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I understand. Would you be able to come with me? I have to show you something, and I don't think it would be good for everyone to hear.
Sure.
There's like a clearing in the woods about a 15-minute walk that way.
Yeah, I'll follow her.
Okay. So in the forest. It's the clearing. So after you were poisoned by Bloodfist in Ravnik and you collapsed, well, your clothes had torn off, and I saw your scarring and your brand. I covered you up immediately because I realized that you probably didn't want everyone to see that, and definitely not without your permission. And I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable. But I wanted to show you something, and please don't freak out. And then I'm going to take off my armor, so I'm just wearing my underwear, and you can see that she has scars all over her torso and legs, with some being much worse than others, where some are really superficial and others are really deep, that looks like it's been like hacked into flesh, that have been then like stitched back together by a really crude hand, and it's like chunky scars. She looks at you for a minute. Well, I have scars too. Selra took so much joy in my pain. And our scars are not so different. But scars, they only tell a story. They don't define who you are. You have a good heart, Taurus. I see it every time I look at you. You're more than just some monster and pawn for the Jotun brothers to fuck with. And you are not alone. If those criminal fucks try to fuck with you, I will fuck with them, and I will smite the fuck out of them. But I wanted you to know that I'm here for you, and whatever they made you do, it doesn't mean that you're a monster, and that I have your back, and that I care about you. So, that's me. I'm going to stand here now for a minute and just not say anything, even though that's really hard for me.
Well, I guess it's good to know at least one person doesn't see me as a monster after finding that out.
I think anyone
Actually,
sees you as a monster.
Alana, I would totally understand if you hated me after you found out what I've done. But,
You have no idea what I have done.
But you were forced. That's where you were raised. I chose to join.
I don't think that means that you're a bad person. I mean, you've helped so many people now.
Doesn't change. I killed and maimed and ruined lives, Alana. I've got quite a lot of blood on my hands.
I understand. And I can't tell you what I've done. I don't want anyone to know what I did. And every night comes back, but I've seen you, and you might have done those things, but you're different, and I know that clearly you don't like the fact that you did it, and that means something, right? A bad person doesn't feel bad about the bad things that they've done.
It's hard to feel bad when that's all the life is. Being out here, traveling's given me a bit more space to even consider what I've done.
Still don't think you're a monster, Tarvis.
When we get to Skaldovic, there'll probably be some people who disagree with you.
Well, I am very powerful. Have you seen what I look like when I turn into a lava monster? I could definitely kill them very easily.
I don't think
I
killing
have
them is
guns for
going to-
days, Tarvis.
I don't think killing them is going to change anything, however.
We don't just have to kill them. We can also, I don't know, like, help people. We don't have to just go and kill. We can, I don't know, donate to a fund. There's nothing you can say to me right now that will make me think any less of you.
And been around you long enough to know there's truth in that.
I can't yet explain, I can't even put into words the things that I have done, but I know that you and I, we're very similar. And
Yeah.
I think you're blaming yourself a lot. And yes, probably did do bad things, but I think most of us have probably done something horrible in our lives. And I have done some bad things since I left as well, but I don't know, I think we have the chance to really do something here, to make a difference, and I don't think our pasts mean that we have to keep doing that.
I know we're going to Skaldovic sooner or later, so we're gonna have a lot to deal with there.
We can do it. Anyway, I'm going to put my clothes on back now because
look,
I'm feeling.
I've been trying to be respectful here, but it's...
Yeah, I'm gonna put them back on. I feel like my boobies are like half out right now. It's very awkward. I'm going to go, and then I
Oh,
will see
please,
you
I'm
back
sorry.
at the camp.
I'll go back to camp and give us some privacy.
End scene.
Alright.
And that's me done.
Well, in that case, that brings us to Tarvis.
Yes. Well, the big thing with Alone was that I knew that conversation with Alona was coming. That Tarvis is going to, well, first he's going to go around and ask the rest of the group that's at camp, minus Celadon and Umbra, just purely because you guys are only new to the group, of what's actually happened in the 6 weeks Thaddeus was in control. That's just a general question to everyone else.
Would you like to roleplay that, or...?
I don't know, I guess I'll go to Vareth first. Hey, Vareth?
Hey, what's up?
Can you try and fill me in a bit on what happened while Thaddeus was controlling my body?
Yes, I can. Before that, real quick, what's a flip-flop?
I'm going, like, the shoe?
Ah, that makes sense. Oh, not a lot, honestly. We were just traveling most of the time. You know, it was pretty chill. We, locked your body up for a while. That was a bit interesting.
Why?
Well, Adius wasn't very
He-
nice.
He's just gonna kind of, like, rub his wrists a bit.
Yeah, sorry about that. We weren't really thinking when we did it, I guess. Yeah, he was just a little strange, and we had to lock him up. And Alona wanted to keep him locked up the entire time, but I was like, nah, that's not really cool. That's not his body. Like,
She
yeah.
wanted to keep him locked up.
Well, more to make sure that he didn't hurt her because he was racist to blue people and purple people.
Are we talking about the same Adius?
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't sound like it, but he's not a nice dude.
I mean, the Adius I knew, he was a prick, but okay.
Yeah, and then we just traveled around for a little bit. We came here. Oh, we met Frostwing. Yeah, that was another big thing.
Yeah,
That was terrifying. We all actually shat ourselves.
right.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. But that's when Darren taught us to wear brown pants.
You know, I never actually noticed we were all wearing brown pants.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of cool though. Now we're like matching.
Yeah, matching.
Yeah. Is there anything specifically you're like I'm wondering about?
Just a general, I see you also have a new bow.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a question for Alona probably. It's a bit of a weird experience for her. We kind of like went to where my best friend was taken, and they were actually waiting for us there, which is kind of weird that they knew we were going to go that way, but whatever. It was just the Afridi guy again, and he had a girl along with him this time. She had a cool bow. She tried to get away, and then we shot her down, and she died from falling. I will be honest, it was a very long time, and the things that happened were very, very crazy. So I wasn't really able to keep up with the majority of it. But we didn't die. That's the important bit.
Yeah.
Well, if you count that as a win.
We live a dangerous life. I'd say that's somewhat of a win.
Yeah. And I mean, we all have our limbs still, and none of us have been eaten. Yeah, I shaved my beard.
I see, you nicked yourself a few times as well.
I did, yeah. Supposedly it gets a little bit better the more you do it.
It's just practice.
Another
I'll
weird
probably
question.
do that to him as well.
What's a porchetta? Is that a kind of food?
I don't know.
What about a frisbee?
That's a toy.
Oh, okay. Just because, like, Spikey he says some really weird stuff. Like, I could put this on a flip-flop and it would taste good. Or like, what a hot frisbee of fun. He says a lot of weird quotes.
Who are you talking to?
Fi! I'm gonna point out Fi as I'm working at the kitchen.
He points out this rather stocky dwarf who's got a goatee going, extremely blonde hair that looks too blonde to be natural. He's wearing this really intricately woven chain shirt that looks like it's got flame patterns going from the bottom up. He just looks like the craziest guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really cool. He's really good at teaching me how to make stuff. So now I'll be able to use mushrooms and other stuff we found on the trail. I mean, I was already using mushrooms. Before I just roasted them. It was a bit basic. Now I'll actually be able to do some advancement.
Right. That's...
There's also a
Good
thing
to
called a
hear.
hot dog, but don't worry. We don't actually eat a dog in it. I was very confused by that.
Right. I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah. We're gonna have a guys' night. You should come. We're gonna have all the guys.
I did agree to that.
Yeah, awesome. Me and Zolden supposedly haven't had a lot of growing up stuff, so we're gonna do some cool stuff together.
Right.
Anything else you need while I'm here?
No, I'm good.
Hello. Alright.
And then I will walk off to go do my care package?
Yep, absolutely.
How much is that gonna run me?
For cost of transport to get it to Skjaldarvik, I'd say it would cost you about 3 gold. It's not the most... It's not like a really big distance, it's just that also covers security.
And also like the cost of just potion supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good. I'll good. Do that. Then I'll quickly find Alona before I finish up. And just tell her that she deserves better than Sala.
I guess can't help who your mother is, though, right?
Yeah, but you deserve better.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get out of this alive, but I'll keep trying while I'm here.
And that's me done.
Alright. Moving on to Zoldan. Mr. Monk, what are you doing?
Could I look around for a potential dwarven blacksmith to enhance my patterns?
Yep, easy enough. There's plenty of them around. You walk up to this particularly muscular looking dwarf. He's got a long red beard. He's kind of covered in grime and soot from working at the forge. Takes a look at your sticks. Hey, I could work on these for you. What are you thinking for them?
I was hoping to, in a sense, make it easier for me to stun people with.
I can do that. And he grabs the sticks from you and sort of covers them in metal banding, and through the process of this work you can hear him muttering away to himself. And as he hands the sticks back to you, he says, "These will make it a lot easier for you to stun people, and they'll also give you a little bit extra damage."
I appreciate that, sir.
Cost
How
you
much will that cost me?
5 gold. Alright, anything else you need?
Nothing immediately. Wait. I would like to sell this false Hydra claw that I picked up from a false Hydra myself and comrades killed.
False Hydra. Now, why does that sound familiar? Alright, it's a decent size. I can tell that it was a large creature that this is from. It's in fairly decent shape. If I just sand down a few of the edges there, I could sell it as probably an ornamental sword or something. How much are you looking for it?
I don't know. We almost died twice getting it, but I don't know what that constitutes in terms of worth.
Alright, so dangerous collection. That's an extra 10 gold onto it. How about I give you 20 gold?
I'll take 20 gold for that.
Pleasure doing business.
Appreciate it, good sir.
And he takes the claw from you and goes to continue his work.
Yep. I'll alter that after
Yes, I have created an item for you.
okay. I'll fix it up later. I won't waste up this time with that.
Yep. No worries.
Another thing that I was hoping to do is see if I could find a local library or historian to see any just information on Casimir.
Alright. Anything specific you're looking for?
I'm looking to see where my name pops up, actually.
Alright. Easy enough to find.
My name.
Easy enough to find someone who could potentially find the information for you. How long are you willing to wait around for this information, though?
I don't mind. I have until the end of the week as far as I'm concerned.
The dwarven historian, she looks at you like, alright, give me 3 days. So you're looking for a Zoldan. That's the name you're looking for.
Yes, that's the name I'm looking for. That is the name I'm looking for, yes.
Alright, give me 3 days.
Cool. I'll come back in 3 days then.
3 days pass, you come back to inspect her findings, and she kind of looks at you and like, now, there are a couple of historical mentions of a Zoldan, but nothing fairly recent, apart from this one, like, news clipping that says that a Zoldan burned down a tavern and was subsequently kicked out of home. That's all I could really find.
Any particular mention of him being, like, prosecuted in any way? Other than, well, obviously the damages?
All it really says here was he was sent to a monastery. Nothing further.
Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Do I owe you anything in return?
No, historian's job. I get paid by the city. You're all good.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No worries, and do you know this Zoldan?
Not directly.
Alright, well, hopefully he's learned a thing or two from the monks.
I hope he does.
Alright, have a day. She walks back into the library. So,
With that information, I'd actually like to have a chat with Vareth.
Vareth, super popular today.
Well, he's talked with a lot of people.
He's gone through the motions.
Yeah.
In the oceans.
I just wanted to say that if you would like to go back to Casimir to try and find your family, I'm more than happy to travel with you. I will hesitate going towards the area I'm from, but more than happy to see where you're from.
Oh, thank you. I know it's a bit of a big step, but I think it's going to be good. I know it's stressful and it's probably not the easiest thing to come back, but you know, we've got time. Obviously, we're going to save the world first, and if our journeys take us to Casimir, our journeys take us to Casimir. But otherwise, we're going to just have to keep pushing ahead.
Appreciate that.
Of course, of course. Would you like this thing called a boigar?
What is it supposed to be?
I'm not sure. It's like a big sandwich. It's like instead of sliced deli meat, kind of like a big fat patty. And you can make them with chicken or with beef, supposedly.
Sure, I will try this. All your cooking has been very nice so far, so I have no doubt that it will taste the same.
Awesome. Yeah. Let me make a quick. Do you reckon this is a sleight of hand? But where's my cook's utensils? Actually, I should be able to just run it off that. No, just let me roll. Reese, what should I roll to see if I did well?
I'll say, I'll say either performance or dexterity. We'll say a flat check.
23, maybe.
Hell yeah. Yeah, at 23, you have made a delicious burger.
I don't know where you learned this or who you learned it from, but it is fantastic.
Awesome, thank you.
I will just continue on with my day as per normal, and if you want to move on to the next person, feel free.
Alrighty then. Moving on to Umbra.
Oh, sweet. So I'd like to kick things off with going to any local historians, cartographers, in the library.
Sure. These.
Main objective. Yep. After you, sir.
I was just going to say the same dwarven female that served Zoldan is also serving you.
Hello there. I'm sorry, I'm new in town and I'm a little bit, what's the word? Discombobulated. I was wondering if you would be able to help me with finding a few research topics. In particular, current, if not, maps from the last 200 years about the general state of the world and the continents, as well as, some history on the Battle of Icewater Fjord.
Aye, I can help you with that. Give me a couple of minutes, I can also up some maps, and while you're looking at those, I'll go see what we have on the battles. Just give me one moment. And she ducks out back into the towering bookshelves and brings back several scrolls, one of which is a map of Fjortend, which has city markings, which is very new to you, as cities weren't really a thing where you were from, and a map of Casimir and a map of Etheria and a general world map, all with the same level of detail. Now, you wanted to know about the Icewater Fjord, is that right?
Yes. Yes, please.
Give me one moment, I'll see what I can find. She ducks back out into the shelves, comes back bringing this rather thick historical tome that's slightly covered in dust, which billows out when she slams it on the table. Icewater Fjord, and she flicks through the book, finds a chapter. Here it is. Looks like it was part of the unifying war. Looks like the Aetherians had invaded, and this was a particularly bloody battle, and there was lots of losses for the tribes at the time before we became a unified country. Is there any specific information you're looking for?
I was more curious on the outcome of the battle and the direction in which it took. I do apologize. I haven't been in the world for a very, very long while. And I'm just trying to catch up on some recent events and events that I've caught in passing through my travels. And this one piqued my interest in particular. But yes, just at the outcome. What happened to the tribes and the other Alterians, did you say?
Aye, the Aetherians. The tribes, they got away, but they had some heavy losses. They managed to regroup as such and conduct night raids on Aetherian camps, stealing what they could, killing who they could, and just getting out, just causing chaos as much as possible.
After this unifying war, what happened? What happened next?
Eric Bloodaxe, the last surviving member of what was the Kerith tribe back in the day, he led the final counterattack, leading a mixed army of all of the tribes, and it was his leadership that drove out the Etherians once and for good from Shield Bay, where Skaldavik now stands.
And I just look at the maps and I try and find out where it is, and just been keeping the general as we've been going. Do you mind if I get copies of these maps?
Hey, easy enough. You keep those copies, we have 3 more out the back.
Well, greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Anything else you need to know?
One other thing. With being a bit in the wilds, see things change over time. Would you be able to point me in the direction of a herbologist or herbalist and a games warden of some description? I'm looking for, in particular, some information about local and rare plants, as well as local flora and fauna, I should say. Put it all in one go.
Hey, I can show you where the gamekeeper is, and where the herbalist might be, and she points you in the directions of each of those.
Thank you for your time. And I proceed to go out, and I want to go see the herbalist first.
The herbalist is a rather large and rotund dwarf, and he is wearing this rather grubby smock and smiles at you as you walk in. Hello! How can I help you today?
I take off my hood. Hello there. I'm curious about your selection, and I was wondering if you would be able to give me a bit of a rundown on some of the local flora and some natives, both just the region and the continent. I recently arrived at the continent, and I'm ashamed to say it, but while being one of the forest, I'm not well versed in this forest, in this system, I should say. So, is there anything you could do to help me with that?
Absolutely I could. What sort of baseline information are we talking? Do you want more complex? Do you want more simple? What are you sort of looking for?
A range. I'd like a general understanding of the main types of flora we can find on the continent. What are the most abundant? What do we need to look out for? What should I keep close in case of situations? And just a general lay of the land with what can be found where, really.
Aye, absolutely. The more north you go, the less and less grows, just due to temperatures being what they are. But starting from about the centre of the continent going south, you're more looking at pine trees and the like, and eventually it just kind of turns into marshland, and yeah, that's about as simple as it gets, really. Any particular plants you're on the lookout for? Just things to avoid, that sort of thing?
Well, it's a range, and I start pulling out some of the teas and different things. I'm looking to expand my collection. I'm a bit of a collector, and I heard that this region had a vast variety of edible plants, but also plants that, when mixed together, can create some beautiful symphonies for drink.
His eyes kind of light up at this. It's like, I can show you the food. and the drink. That's my specialty. And he whips around and brings out this massive crate. Alright, these are all different mushrooms. They all do different things. And he starts going through each of the different types of mushrooms he has. Like, this one's excellent in a nice smooth tea. Add a dash of brandy, you've got a lovely night ahead of you. And continues to do that for the next half an hour with you.
Talking teas. After this half an hour, I do ask, would you be able to show me? This selection is beyond anything I could have imagined. Finding in such a remote part of the world. Well, in my eyes at least. Would I be able to bother you for some extra time to help me get these blends properly done?
Absolutely. And spends time with you fine-tuning blends to really make the different flavors sing.
Is there, after the time with him, I'm going to ask, is there a way that, is there a book, is there any literature that I could possibly buy from you, if not barter with you, to have to take with me on my travels to spread this? Because these have been amazing blends, and I would love to share them with others.
I have been crafting a book of my own, and I do have copies of it. Ah, what the heck, here you go, and just hands you this rather thick book, and it's full of different recipes to do with different tea blends, different foods, all using local ingredients.
You are a gentleman, a connoisseur, and an absolute fine embodiment of what it means to enjoy a good drink. I thank you.
I thank you. It's been a while since I've had a nice talking to with someone.
Ah, your store, it's like a slice of home, if I'm being honest with you. Might I also ask, after all our time blending and speaking, is there anything that we should be looking out, I should look out for if I was away? As in, some of our local produce may look the same or different. Any that you would recommend that I should avoid, just to be safe?
There are a lot of poisonous berries and poisonous mushrooms that look very similar to the edible kinds. What really sets them apart is how vibrant the colour is. If something is too bright, too shiny, do not eat it. It could kill you.
Same laws as the natural order usually states. The shinier the deadlier.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Do appreciate it, sir. I'll be able to use these methods to help out a few. I thank you again for your time, and next time I see you, I'll make sure I make you a perfect blend. What is your name again, sir? Just so we leave on great terms.
My name is Darius.
Yes. I hold out my hand to him after all this time, and I say, my name is Umbra. It was a pleasure, and not myself.
Pleasure is all mine, Umbra. He shakes his hand.
And I'll go for a walk. I'll spend a couple of days in and out of the shop and go on over to the games warden.
Mhm.
Games. And what does the building look like, or what does the scenery look like as I'm walking around to these different spots?
Most of the places you went to were inside Nidaral itself, which is a city inside of a mountain. Basically, think of it as like Erebor or Moria on steroids. It is grand in scale. It is beautiful, stunningly carved out of the stone. It's just a gorgeous city. The gamekeeper, however, lives in a hut outside of the city itself, in amongst the forest. He's in this little wooden hut that's partially covered in moss, surrounded by tall pine trees.
Ah, I visit. Excuse me. Is anyone home?
There's no one inside the building, but you hear, "Hold on, be 1 minute," and a dwarven figure, runs from around the back of the hut. "Hello? What can I do for you?"
Hello there. It's a pleasure, sir. My name is Umbra. I am new to these lands, and I was just wondering if I could pick your brain about some of the fauna that is local to this area, as well as part of our continent that we are on currently. Do you have a few moments? Do you have some time?
"Absolutely. Come around the back, I was just getting on a rabbit."
Oh, very nice. Is the forest being a bit abundant today?
"Absolutely. It's been quite abundant for the last couple of weeks, actually."
Has the patterns changed?
"More than usual, but nothing outside the bounds of what it should be."
That's good. It's good when the natural order stays natural.
"Absolutely, I know what you mean."
Do you need a hand with the skinning of the rabbit? Or am I right to just pick your brain as we act?
Feel free to grab a knife and help me out here. We can natter while we work.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll pick them up and pull out a knife from my cloak, just one of my skinning knives,
Mhm.
and I'll join him with it.
So you say you want to know about local animals.
Yes. And before we continue, I do apologize. Your name, good sir. As I said before, I am Umbra.
My name is Vulcan. Kind of derivative of a name if you ask me, but my parents named me that. Derived, of course, from the wood deity Vulco.
Strong name. I respect it. And especially if you're out here on the hunt or managing hunters and the hunted. It's good to have a strong name to back you.
My parents thought it would bring me luck. Seems they're right.
Boy. So, yes, I'm more curious about the local flora and fauna. I've already spoken to a few about the flora. I'm more after the fauna. Some of the local creatures, the general state of the continent, some areas to probably avoid, areas to stick to, and just some descriptions on some beasties. I've been away for a while and trying to get my lay of the land again. So I figured come to the main person who would be in charge.
Aye, that would be my wealth of knowledge, if you will. Alright, where to start? I suppose we could start with the carrots. They're think of them more like moose, elk, cow hybrid-like creatures. They're our main livestock up this part of the world, purely because of the weather up here. As you can tell, it is terribly cold.
Oh, it's definitely a bit colder well, it reminds me a bit of home. Cold, but at the same time, see how some would find it slightly unbearable.
Absolutely. I suppose in the mountains you're likely to come across wolves, giants, things of that nature. The occasional blue or white dragon. I've even heard tell of a blue and white dragon flying around. That's just crazy to me. But on the whole, if you're looking to hunt, you're looking at deer, you're looking at squirrels, rabbits, your basic sort of game.
glad to hear it. I'm glad nothing has really changed depending on where you go. It usually stays the same.
Hey,
Oh, and I pull out, after getting in, just I wipe my hands down. I pull out a map of our current continent and I say, so, I'm looking to travel a bit around. Are there any areas that you know of or have heard tell of that would be less, for those less fortunate to travel in, and some would be safer? I'm more just trying to get a lay of the land as we speak. So at least I can somewhat survive on these roads and the boundless wildlife and landscapes.
if you stick to the southern half of the continent, you're more likely to come away unscathed. The north is where all of the really tough creatures go. The south is a lot more populated, so a lot less wildlife around, especially a lot less dangerous wildlife.
Good to know. Avoid north, go south. Seems like the same moniker as most birds nowadays.
Absolutely, you see all of them flying down south for the winter, and you wonder why, and then you look at the weather.
Not wrong there, Vulcan. You're not wrong. Would you have any lists of any of our endangered or protected game? If I am on the hunt and I can't necessarily get to a rest stop, any good locations there?
Here, have a look at this map. And he brings out a map of his own, detailing a quite extensive array of small hunting lodges, mostly around the realms of the Dwarven City itself. And he just says to you, if you're ever in a bind, all of these hunting lodges, well stocked, they got lots of food, lots of firewood. If you need just a place to lie low, just go to one of these.
Thank you, Vulcan. I'll make a note of all of them on the map. I'll roll it up. Well, I do appreciate your time. And I assume either rabbit stew or rabbit spit for dinner.
Thinking a stew. Chucking a few vegetables in there, a couple of potatoes. Be quite hearty.
Boy, are you a big drink fan?
I don't mind a nice brew when the occasion takes me.
I pull out my teapot. Said, well, thank you for your time. I've just recently been practicing a couple of new brews. Would you be interested in a partake? Something you can warm up later. I'll brew it and leave it for you.
Why not?
I'll brew a nice bit of chamomile tea with a little sprinkle of brandy and some of the little mushroom powder that we've cultivated over the last little bit. And then I'll leave it with him and again thank him for his time.
Thank you for being interested. You stay safe on the roads out there.
I will, and you too. Stay safe in these wilds. You never know, so always stay vigilant.
Absolutely. Hey, you have a good one.
You too. And over the next couple of days, I'll start trying out some of the blends that I've been learning with the party. See if anyone wants to partake in any of them. And I'll be noting down some of the results. I also, on one of the nights, so probably Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where we go, I am just got to go take a minute in one of the clearings and just sit and pray / meditate for an hour and a bit, hour or so. One night, just in the view of the wilds and the plants in the gardens. And yeah, that's all for me until the Friday night.
Alright. Moving on to Celadrin.
Cool. So, Celadrin in the beginning, in like the first day, has no idea what the heck to do. He has never had free time before. No, he's just kind of wandering around, not a bit clueless. But then he like sees a block of wood laying around camp somewhere, and takes out his dagger and starts cutting away at it, and begins the process of learning how to whittle a little bit. And he pretty much does only that for the entire week, and at the end of it has his first very basic well, carving, I suppose. And it is of a single teardrop.
Alright. I'll get you to roll a dexterity check to see how well you did it for your first attempt.
Cool. 17.
It's not perfect, but it is a very, very convincing carving of a teardrop.
Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your time, Celadrin?
Not really. No, I'm good.
Alright, well in that case we're moving on to Darren.
Awesome. Okay.
You're right, bro? You sound like you're dying.
Oh, well. No, I'm good. I'm clearing my throat today. Alrighty, so I actually want to approach Elona to have a chat with her.
Okay.
Elona, how you doing?
Oh, it's been a strange week.
You're telling me, mate. How about you sit down and we'll have a chat, why don't we?
Okay.
There's been a few moments where you and I haven't caught up. And I wanted to thank you all this time for watching our backs and resurrecting my ass more times than I can count.
It's okay. It's kind of my job.
What motivates you to help us out so much?
I don't know, I guess I have a lot of things to make up for, and yeah. I also just, Orbison he gave me all these, incredible gifts, and it would feel wrong not to use them for people.
That is a very good insight. How do you view all of us in this point of the journey?
Other than Celadrin and Umbra, I would say all of you are some strange family that I seem to have found. We're a little bit dysfunctional, but I think we all have each other's backs. As for Celadrin, I'm not sure. I think he might kill me in my sleep. And Umbra, if he tries anything, I might take out in his sleep.
Well, let me tell you right now, the same sentiment can be felt for Celadrin.
Yes.
I don't really trust him.
He's, I wouldn't say the most trustworthy of individuals, but he hasn't directly threatened anyone other than me, and if what that says is true, that's probably a compliment, or I don't know how saying you can mount someone's horns on a wall is a compliment. But
even that gave me an eye-opener. Jesus Christ.
Did Vareth talk to you about Umbra?
Oh, Vareth did. I specifically asked him as well what you two think, because I trust you two more than anything in this camp.
Yeah.
So doesn't come to surprise to me that Celadrin is one of an eyebrow riser.
Yeah.
I don't think I can trust him for long term. since he's part of a contract or whatever he claims to be in, whatever the hell that means anyway. But I will say this: Ambra seems to be an honest man. If he can keep his word, then he'll be a grateful addition.
I guess
From
you
what I-
will be the optimistic one, and I shall be the pessimistic one. And that way, we can make sure that both our asses are covered.
And that's why I've grown to respect you more than anyone here. I've got a fond eye on all of you, of course. You're like a, how do you call it, dysfunctional family.
Yes.
I've never, well, you're probably the closest one that I've had to a family. You guys, if I'm being honest, never
Well-
really had anything like this. So it feels nice.
That's good. It's very nice to have people that you can rely on. And
It
none
is.
of us are going anywhere, and you seem to be going well with Katya.
Katya's, she's a burning fire. I can't seem to stop thinking about her.
Have you
He just-
tried taking her on a date yet?
Well, that's what I came up to you to ask about, Ilona.
Oh, okay.
You ever fell in love?
Yes.
And what would, forgive the awkwardness of the gesture, but what would be the first thing that you'd do when you start feeling for someone? What kind of gifts do you do? What, I've never felt this before. What do you do? What's the first step?
Don't know. I'm not the best at gifts. I think it's hard to tell what somebody needs, especially if they're traveling a lot and they have weapons and everything. But I think more so than a gift, just doing something with them to show them that you care, and always telling them that you care with not just your words but your actions. You should take her on some lavish dinner party and then dance with her under the moonlight. I used to dance all the time. We used to have dinner with everyone, and then we would go out and we would dance for hours with the lights all around us and the wood folk, and it was beautiful. And I will always remember that. So maybe you should do that too, because I mean it was very special to me, and maybe Katya, she's a very powerful, strong lady, but she's still a lady. I think all ladies just want to have someone to dance with.
That's exactly what I think. Jeez. Excuse me. I've got a bit of something in the throat. She does seem to have a strong character, but deep down I think she is longing for something too.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice just that, I don't know. She strikes me as a woman who, of course, knows what she wants, and she came on to be so strongly, but now she wants to take her time, and I feel like I've never dealt with this before, and I feel like I'd stuff it up.
I think just don't see this as just someone you can bed and then move on. Just
Of course not.
have you ever just wanted somebody to take the time to get to know you and want to spend time with you?
I will
Because-
start to admit it. It is nice to have someone care about me than wanting to get in bed with me, to be honest, and me chasing someone because I want to get in bed with them. So
Maybe-
it's a nice change. It feels nice. It feels great. It
I'm
feels
glad.
purposeful.
Loving someone and being loved back by them is the most beautiful thing in this world. And
Aye.
you should do everything you can to make sure that you can be together. Because you never know how long you have with them. It could be a day, it could be a year, it could be your whole life. But you should treasure every single moment and make them feel special.
I agree. You seem to open up my eyes a little bit, maybe a little bit my heart. Your words were very moving. but I'll take into consideration what you said to me.
You should
And
have a great
definitely.
time with her, though.
Oh, I do. She's great. I don't
Yes.
want to stuff her up.
You won't.
Thank you, Lana. It's nice to have someone to talk to, not just because you're one of the few females in the group, but one with an insight such as yourself is one that I wanted to explore with a bit more. So I thought that you would be the best person to question and talk to about this matter
I'm
with.
glad
And
you
I thank you.
trusted me.
Oh, you're you're welcome. I'm so sorry. I just got distracted by the memes in the chat.
But yes, you should definitely take her on a date and definitely dance with her in the moonlight. I really recommend it as someone who loves the moon. I can even ask Orvison to make it extra sparkly tonight.
You'll do that for me, Alana.
Of course! Orvison is a very romantic man when it comes to people I know.
I must feel bad for the things I said embarrassingly out loud in front of you guys now. Thank you.
Right? Have a
Whatever.
great time. I will go and talk to him right now.
I'll go chase up a few of my guys before I go.
Of course.
catch
Have
ya.
a good time.
Thank you, Alana.
Bye.
And then down approaches Vandal.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, calm down, you big giant. I only want to come talk to you.
Alright, who have you pissed off now?
Oh, it's not a matter of pissing off someone, it's about showing appreciation. You, Xander. I always looked at you as this big, hefty horse of steel. One that no one messes with. But lately you covered my ass a few times, and I look at you as a big teddy bear. That's what you are, Xander. I can see it in you. There's a little child in there that wants to be appreciated. Or maybe not, maybe I'm just speculating. Maybe I had a bit too much of this mead, but I want you to realise that I appreciate what you do for us, Xander. You're the horse of the group. But without you, we would probably be in predicament. And I want to say thank you. But
Look, I appreciate the thank you. But,
what was that?
I appreciate the thank you. But, I dead set think, Tarvis destroys more than what I do these days.
Oh, Xander, well, we all each contribute more than we know. And you have, Xander, like I said, you covered my ass more times than I can count. And if no one's appreciated you for it, just know that I do. You have my many thanks.
I appreciate that.
That's alright, Xander. It'll be a shame to see you go down one day. I don't want you to. So, just remember, you got my back, and I got yours.
I appreciate it.
That's alright. You have a good one, eh? Or do you want me to get you anything before I go?
I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Alright, Xander. You take care, you big, beautiful bastard.
I will. You too, small man.
Oh, I'll get you back for it, you cheeky bastard. Alright, take care, you bro. Gotcha. My main mission cuts you now. Gotcha, you beautiful soul. How you doing?
I am doing just fine, Darren. How are you doing?
Oh, couldn't be better. You know, my body's a bit sore from my last fight, but I'm a grown boy. I think I can make my own.
I think you're tough enough.
Well, I think of you the same thing, Katya. But, listen here, I have been thinking about what you've been saying, and, I do want it to take it slow. I want to get to know you, because, if I'm going to be honest with you, and I wouldn't have come too strong either. A lot of the people that I've encountered with, they either wanted to sleep with me or me wanting to sleep with them, then that's it. And then it'll be done for. But with you, you're... Gotcha, I'm just gonna be honest with you, you're something else.
Well, I certainly hope so. I am gorgeous and strong and beautiful and talented. And thank you for noticing.
Well, if a man's gonna be honest about your endeavours, I thought that I'd just be the first one. Even if I wasn't the first one, I'd like to be direct. Say, do you... Oh, what was it that I want to say? Oh, give me 2 seconds, please.
Do you want me to tell you again?
Ilona pops out of the bushes.
It is me, Ilona.
Alona just being
I'm actually watching it. I'm actually like kind of hiding in the background.
No.
You're asking her out to dinner, and then you're going to dance with her in the moonlight outside. Orbison said yes. We are a go, Darren.
Thank you. I'll high five you later.
Yay!
Alright, fuck yeah. Ah,
She's trying to cover up a laugh. It was like, yes, Darren.
I was wondering if you'd like to go for a meal sometime, somewhere nice, and then maybe dance under the stars.
That sounds delightful.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to put on my best dress.
I would pay to see you in a dress.
Well then, make sure you get your first class tickets then.
I'm sure I will. Alright, I know a wonderful restaurant in the city.
Oh, thank Christ, because truth be told with you, I'm still new around these parts.
Alright, how about we meet there at, say, 9 o'clock on Saturday?
Sounds great. Great, yeah. I think I have something in my wardrobe that I could pull out and see if it's a tight squeeze.
Alright, well, I'll see you then, darling.
You're a gorgeous woman. Alright. I'll see you then. See you later. Whew. Bye, gorgeous. Whew.
And she just watches you leave.
Hey, yo.
The booty is in fact giggling.
Why do you think Darren wants to be behind her when she's in battle, bro?
Alright, in terms of order of events, would you like to do the boys' night? Or would you like to do some training? Or would you like to go straight into the date?
Boys' night.
I wouldn't mind doing some training with actually Barrett before that, because I can tell he's a bit upset about Umbra still. Just try to get his mind off it.
Alright.
What did you have in mind? Just something to make you tired?
Well, I'm actually kind of tired already from all the cooking all day. However, I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, I did something, and it was kind of like moving a short distance really, really quickly, but I could only do it when I was like really stressed out. I was wondering if we could, maybe you, me, and Xander all work together to see if I can get that to happen again, and maybe see if I can get it under control.
Yeah, sure. So, what, do you want, like, Xander to chase you or whatever, with the intent of grabbing your cuff? Or do you want to try physically chase me, because I'm the fastest person in this group?
Well, I thought you guys could maybe try and hit me or hurt me, because at the moment it's really not happening when I need it to happen. I need to be able to control it. I need to be able to get away. Like, obviously, you started to leave what that thing, the eye, in the pit, and I couldn't get away. I couldn't get past it.
I
It was
I think that was the eye making that happen, where you couldn't move. Not
Oh,
you.
more before the eye, before it turned its gaze upon me, I couldn't get past it. I was stuck down the tunnel, and I couldn't get to you guys.
So what I think you're after is aerobic training, and then to do that sort of sprinting thing after.
Yeah, we could give it a shot.
And I just proceed to give him some aerobic training like box jumps, long jumps, like flips, cartwheels, things like that, just to get him moving and tight, and then eventually we finish with that. I call Xander over and we try help him with that, so it's more or less a fight or fight response.
Would you like to actually do the training on a map?
Do you have one ready? Because I understand that's time constrained.
Oh, I have one prepared.
I'd be keen.
Alright. Just making sure I had all of the tokens on it, and welcome to the training pit.
Hell yeah.
So we're all going to be training today.
Oh, you're just all there so you can see what is going on, but if you guys want to get in some training, one-on-one combat, anything like that, now is the time. I'll put Kaitier in there as well for you, Darren.
General idea is we're trying to get Vareth to run or go into that stance Xander. And he's told me he wants us to try and hit him.
Oh.
I'm assuming just with your hands, so that way it's not gonna do too much physical damage.
Yeah, that'd make a decent amount of sense. I'd be concerned if I was asked to slash with my suit. I'd be very concerned.
You're not wrong.
I don't think I'd be concerned. I think I'd just be dead. I mean, unless my ability worked, in which case I'd still be alive. But
Yeah, fair
I don't
enough.
think we would attempt that right now.
No,
No, I don't want to attempt that either.
not at all.
Yeah. So I guess we will start. And
I will get you to roll initiative for this. Just for the memes.
I got a 9.
Next day.
yeah, all right. Barrett will hold his action until the other guys attack.
Alright.
You're up, buddy.
Alrighty. Yes, I move closer and I attempt to unarmed strike. Well, that already misses.
I assume a 10 does not hit.
A 10 does not hit.
Yeah.
I got worried for a second. I thought that was 10 damage. I was like, right.
That would be concerning.
Yeah.
Instantly
I get
teleport.
9. I get a 9 on max damage.
Right. Second hit. That's a 26.
Yeah, all right. That's gonna hit.
Yeah,
Alright, roll your damage.
Grid. Jesus.
5.
Isn't yours just 5, period?
Yeah.
Can you? As Varric gets hit, he's kind of like sit there and be like, "Is there any chance you can rage?"
Oh.
Like, I feel like I'm not afraid. I need to be like we were in the tournament. I need to be in that zone.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you knock me out, alone is here anyway to help you back up.
Please don't knock him out. Brain damage is no joke, Xander.
Yeah, I know. Alrighty. If you want me to, I will.
Because I need help learning how to hit people too. So if you don't mind, I'll hit back as well.
Mm-hmm.
Vareth will go for a hit. It does not hit.
No, it does not.
Go for another punch. That might hit.
On Xander?
It
Yeah.
does.
And I will use my... So that's only going to be 0 damage, but I'm going to use my Planar Warrior. As you notice that Vareth, with his hands, does the same thing where the wind starts moving around them as he hits you for 7 damage. Which will be 3 damage.
'Cause rage. Oh no. No, it's
I'm not raging.
so 7 full damage then.
Yep.
And would the Planar Warrior damage be force damage, Vareth?
Yeah, it's all force damage.
Yep, so that's not halved.
Oh damn, I don't know. And I'll get between you two so you can move up and start whacking me.
Alright, so with you taking your held action, that brings us to Zoldan.
Move on the other side to flank,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attempt to do some unarmed strikes in the back of your chest to try and wound you.
Just gotta beat a 16.
That's a nat 1.
Roll a dex check for me.
Deep punch in the knee and dislocates.
I got a 6 total.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4. Okay, so you trip over your own feet as you move to go and punch Vareth in the chest, and you fall face first into him.
Oof.
Oh, so I'm assuming I'm still on my feet then.
You are currently prone.
Right. Cool. Can I, for my second unarmed strike power action, attempt to do some form of like breakdance-esque type move to get up and also kick his feet out?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Try being the key going there. Another nat 1.
Yeah, complete miss. Vareth just sees it coming a mile away and nimbly just does a little hop.
So what's the new consequence for that one then?
I don't know how it could get much worse than that. Actually, I'll roll a d20.
I was gonna say, fall damage, fall damage.
I'm already on the ground.
Oh no!
Do I give myself that?
You have strained every muscle involved in doing this kick. You are now at half movement for the next 3 days.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Christ.
Oh, really?
Given I moved 5 foot and half is 25, can I use the rest of it to get up?
You can use the rest of it to get up, and you are limping.
I will get up and use my bonus action to do one more unarmed strike.
I'm gonna say no advantage on this from flank
That is fair.
because
Vareth nimbly dodges out of the way and starts bouncing up and down like a boxer.
Cool.
all right, that brings us back around to Vareth.
What happened there?
I will go for 2 unarmed strikes. First one's not gonna hit. Does a 17 hit?
Who are you aiming for?
Yeah, who?
Not the disabled one.
Xander.
That's exactly what you need, buddy.
Fantastic. Once again, that kind of planar force, him literally kind of moving so quick that he's like going through the edges of the plane, deals 4 damage to you as he hits you.
Xander.
I'm going to rage.
Are you angry that I failed so badly?
That made me laugh. That made me chuckle quite a bit.
I was gonna say it's been like 6 months since the last time we all did hand-to-hand training, so this is gonna be interesting.
This will be
It's
interesting.
6 months. I did this with the Hydra, and I still fucked up.
Oh no, I mean like us three doing hand-to-hand.
Okay.
26.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
You have rolled that twice in a row. That is impressive.
I can't believe I did that either. Admittedly, I didn't press the advantage button.
Oh, I was talking to Jordan.
It's time for a second strike.
It's a 5 damage. It's 5 damage, Henry.
Yeah, I already took 5.
Okay, it's just
What's the next set of?
That's 12.
I dodge it on the second one, so I get punched in the head, but that movement helps me move out of the way.
Zoldan, hey buddy. Flat rolls, please.
Just no advantage, I'm just straight. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair. 1 strike.
I would retire.
2. 6. So 8.
It's not an at 1, so I'm not going to make you roll anything extra.
Holy shit, why am I rolling so bad tonight? At least it's tonight and not an actual battle.
Yeah.
18.
As-
That's successful.
Bareth feels a pressure coming from behind him, and he's gonna silvery barb you. He's 1 free silvery barbs per day, and he's just gonna be like, "Oh, no, you don't." So what you have to do is you have to re-roll again with that disadvantage, and then I get advantage of my next shot.
So, disadvantage.
Yep.
Same number, bud. Why not?
Yeah, alright, you hit me.
Disburn. 6.
Oh. Alright, we're almost at half health.
I will attempt a flurry of blows using 1 key point for my bonus action, which means 2 more attacks at no disadvantage, correct?
Yeah, it's just a flat roll. You would be advantage because flanking, but you are very injured right now. Oh, okay. One moment. If I roll anything higher than... If I roll 15 or higher, I will say you have torn a muscle. And I will roll this to everyone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, you're in the clear. You still fall prone, though.
Yep, very, very clear, fair. Because I still did use that flurry of blows, I will attempt to kick the back of his leg
Yep.
on the second attack.
Hey, 2.
17.
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Yeah.
This one. 8.
Jeez.
Doing that once in the space of 2 turns. Holy shit. That is great. I love that.
Okay, Vareth, how do you respond to your legs being kicked?
I kind of want to... You know what? Yeah. I am going to turn around from the actual threat in front of me. I'm going to look at the person on the floor, and I'm going to attack with advantage for my first one. I'm just going to literally try and punch you in the head because you've like seriously been trying to hit the back of my legs, and like I'm like reacting to it. I'm just like, nope.
Nope, fuck you.
Oh, that's a 3. And then I will roll again with advantage because you're prone.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that obviously.
Roll your damage.
I'm
This is
gonna
gonna
do
be
this.
a howl.
So that's 1 plus, and I'm gonna add favored foe 5 and sneak attack. That's 11 damage all fours.
Don't forget it's
double-
crit.
It's actually 22. It's 22 damage.
Ow.
Was that a kick?
Yep.
No, Vareth turns around, pulls his hand back,
head.
and just punches him in the fucking head. He just goes doof, straight into the floor.
Yikes.
In my head is the Nick Cage meme.
Yeah.
And he kind of yells out, "Stop kicking the back of my legs. We're meant to be hitting my face."
I'm sorry I fall over twice.
How much health are you left on, by the way?
Me,
Yeah.
I'm at 45 still.
Shit. All right. Damn.
Yeah, I got 67 max.
Damn. That's crazy.
I rolled really well for the last 2 levels, I'll take that.
That's crazy to me. And then I will pass my turn.
Alright, Xander.
Going again for the unarmed strike.
Go for it.
You have advantage.
I don't, because my muscles are strained.
That's a 20.
Dear God.
Like a nat 20?
And that's 5.
Double.
So, it's... No, because it's a pure mod, so it'd be 5. It's your dice that double.
And we'll go for a second attack. That's not 11.
That's not gonna hit.
Yeah, didn't think so. Cool.
Floor Monk. How you doing, buddy? It's your turn.
I'm very discombobulated at this point. I'm going to stand up again. I'm actually going to try and use my stun club to deal... Well, try and stun him with a stunning strike.
Only.
Okay.
Oh,
For
right,
reference
unarmed.
ahead of time,
Right.
I have 6 health points left. So
Ah,
maybe
so-
just use unarmed strike.
Yeah, unarmed strike has potential. If I get a 3, it's knockout.
Yeah, alright.
Out of a 6-sided die. 18 question mark?
And 18's gonna hit. What I'll request though from the DM
Hi.
now, can I use my bonus action to fucking dip out?
I will let you do it, but you will also fall unconscious immediately after doing it.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's more of the RP things that we're better get knocked out anyway.
Yep.
Do you want to describe how you're gonna hit me?
Well, since I got up and you punched me in the head, I'm gonna try and harm your jugular.
Oh,
Uh,
it's all sunny.
It's not lethal.
So, with Vareth's now exposed jugular from his beard not being there anymore, he gets throat punched, and as he notices that he can't breathe, he's going to misty step back here, and then he's going to collapse to the floor. And you notice him basically warp over there. Like it's like he gets sucked into himself and then pops up over the other side.
I'm going to run down to him. Barret! And I'll heal him. Second level. Not inflict wounds.
Oh God. Just murders him.
17 hit points back.
Holy shit! All right.
Inflict wounds.
Bruh.
Yike.
You alright?
Oh shit! Is that what it feels like getting hit in the throat? What the?
You okay, buddy? I am sorry if that's uncomfy.
I mean, we got what we wanted. We got what we wanted.
Did we?
Round 2. He's gonna try and get up and walk back over.
I don't think that's a good idea, Barret. Maybe we should just take a breather.
I'm
maybe
thinking
sit
that's a
down.
good idea.
Stand.
No. We got it. We got it. Trust.
Sure. Have you got another healing spell, Lona?
I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna get involved.
Alona's getting involved.
Lona getting involved? Whoa.
Okay.
Xander having flashbacks.
Alona, roll initiative if you're getting in on the fight.
Oh, want everyone to know this is not what I want to be doing with my day. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Damn.
So you're like me, we both got nat 20s on initiative. Let's go.
I'll get involved as well.
Tarvis is involved. Roll initiative.
I'm assuming it's all unarmed strikes.
12.
12. Yep, all unarmed strikes.
No weapons. That's the deal, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the deal.
Can I heal?
You can heal.
Do... So I turn to Darren and Children. Should we get in this?
Thimble just kind of shrugs and like, alright, I'm gonna get in on this.
Guys, this is
What are
actually
we
a good
doing?
idea.
This has become a full-on bar brawl.
This is
Oh,
actually what
yeah.
I wanted to happen. I did want this to happen where on the boys' night we went out for a bar brawl, but now we get to do it here as well.
Thimble's in on it.
Barbara on.
Maybe,
No.
I can be in healing support
Darren and
if need
Katia
be.
just kind of watch the chaos unfold. Just
So is anyone else joining before we get into anything else?
Darren, are you going to get into this?
Should we help them?
wait,
I'm-
whose team here? Who we
Yeah,
find?
Yeah, this
Let's
seems.
get into teams. Let's get into teams real quick.
Who's team captains?
I'll,
Okay, everyone line up and we'll choose team captains and then we can choose one by one.
might as well.
It should be Solden and Varen.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm on Vareth's team.
that's immediate +1.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot less stressed than I was. I was very scared for myself.
So this is Vareth. I'm gonna go over here for simplicity.
I'm using a chef's treat to heal.
Is this where we're lining up?
For temporary.
I guess it's
Have we got any potions on us either? I want to get to full health.
I do have a couple of the water skins of full rest if you want them. I can give them out to people.
We might.
I'm feeling
That's
pretty
probably
healthy.
something we should save up for.
Yeah, let's wait that for later. If I can use a short rest, I'll just bust all my
Well, we can do that while we're choosing teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
I'll
rest.
do that while she's-
So who's in whose team?
I'm happy to. Well, Thimble's already with Vareth.
So you choose someone then.
I'm happy to choose Tarvis.
Oh yeah?
Gareth, who do you want next?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Whose team's on who?
Tarvis is on Zoldan's team.
Oh, Darren for a healer.
Oh, guess I'm not the healer anymore, am I, Barrett?
No, I mean, you're great, but aren't you on...
I'm
The
not
other
on
team?
anyone's team.
No, they were just playing.
Oh,
Watch me get picked last.
I don't think it really matters who gets picked when, because it's all equal value for certain things.
I'll be standing up here.
Yeah.
Alright, and who am I joining?
Oh, he wants to join in.
I want to be on Barrett's team.
I'll go with Zolden if you'll take me.
Sure, I'll take it. I don't think Barrett could take you either, though.
No. I'm going to
I'm
not
going-
cross
I'm
that bridge
secretly
yet.
casting Shield of Faith on Barrett so no one sees it though.
Roll sleight of hand.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
really
My
a
passive perception-
19.
No, okay.
Passive perception. Who notices?
It's okay.
Oh god, no. I'm at 11.
Tarvis knows nothing.
Even though it's assumed, I'm still gonna say I don't see it.
You
You
should
get
tell
a
me all
plus
the
2
time.
to your AC, Barrett.
I was gonna say Barrett knows, but because I was fucking around with my character sheet. Let me just quickly go into this shit.
I just want to clarify. Because I can use Flurry of Blows and it is still unarmed strike. Do we want to forego that for me? Because that puts me up to a max of 24 damage a turn.
I mean, you kind of
Sorry,
are.
36.
And also, so do remember, like, they have Where are the barbarians and what team are they on?
We have the barbarians.
Yeah, no, you can keep pure.
Oh, this should be interesting.
So the barbarians are with Vareth, is that correct?
Yeah.
I think I'll take
What are the
Darren.
ground rules?
Darren and Celadrin.
Yeah, what are the rules?
The rules? That is for you guys to decide.
I just want to ask because I automatically get 3 attacks per combat because of bonus action and random striking thing. Should I let the Fire of Blows go, reducing my maximum total output from 36 to 27?
No, keep it, because...
I was gonna say keep it, because...
Keep it. Here's those tanks.
Barbarians.
Yeah.
Is
Fair enough.
Celadrin joining Zoldan's team?
I'm happy for him to if he wants to.
Sure.
Okay, that makes
Why
it
not?
fair.
I like old times.
Alright, Umbra and Celadrin, please roll me some initiative.
Cool.
That's a 4.
That's a 21.
Alright. So I'm keeping the previous initiatives that are already rolled. This will be an interesting fight.
Wait, I think I'm last in turn order.
No, you're not.
What?
If we're restarting, everyone get your characters into position, we'll say, before we start.
I'm assuming we'll be starting in the corners. As
Yeah.
Sure.
So, what are the rules?
I think...
Unarmed strikes.
No weapons.
Strikes, cantrips. I'm fine with cantrips. The only reason why is because you have 2 Eldritch Blast users.
Healing?
Healings, I should say, should be good because we both teams have healing.
So no spells?
Other than cantrips.
Okay, well that just greatly increases Thimble's usability.
I might use... I think if you're going to use a spell, as long as it's not like a combat spell, so I'm going to use like Misty Step because obviously that's all the arcane here.
Yeah.
Like I want to be utilizing that. So as long as it's not anything egregious, like if it's a level 1 healing spell, like the healers use the same spells, it should be fine.
Real.
So,
Just to clarify, sorry. I raise my hand. Clarify. Level 1 spells as long as they're utility. So,
Any
i.e.
level spell
healing.
is a utility.
Okay.
So as long as you're not dealing 500 damage, like with a fireball or something like that. This thing is
Sounds
too
good.
big. The actual arena is like fairly short. It's only 40 feet in both directions.
Ready?
Long combat.
This is nerve-wracking.
Sure.
This is interesting.
alright.
Let's see how we travel.
Starting the combat. Vareth, you're up.
I'm gonna run. Oh fuck! I'm gonna run straight for Umbra. I'm gonna jump up and Superman punch him.
boy, buddy.
All of them.
I don't do shit with my first one. What about my second one? A 21 hit.
Can I silver bobs that?
That counts.
We did say utility, so I'm gonna silver bobs that.
All right. I'm gonna silver bob your sword. No. Come on, God. Come on,
I
God.
think
Come on,
that's how
God.
that
No,
works.
shit. I got a 9. Oh. Vareth jumps up, misses his first shot, goes for an uppercut, but you move back too quick. And then I will pass my turn.
Celadrin.
Okay.
He also get a nat 20. Holy cow.
I'm going to get behind Vareth and then punch him I think, is the correct thing to do in this situation.
I think you're right. Go for an unarmed strike.
I was going for a slap personally, but punch would do.
That's a 15.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Oh, completely whiffed it. It's fine. We go for a second one, you know, just following it up, see if it works. Oh no, that missed completely. Second one completely missed as well. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Vareth is doing the Goku step jump thing where he's going foot to foot bouncing, and he's just like, you gotta remember, I'm really good at perceiving things. I'll dodge it.
Alright, Ilona.
Okay, I'm going to go here. We did say cantrips are allowed, right?
We did say cantrips are allowed.
So I would like Celadrin, Umbra, Darren, Darwin
Oh, disgusting.
to all roll a con save, and if you get below a 15, that's
Save.
Suck shit, suck shit, suck shit,
Jesus, Darren.
suck shit.
Did anyone get below a 15?
Yeah,
Are you
I
doing
did.
Word of Radiance?
Okay, and that will be 7 points of damage to those who failed.
Cool.
And then I'm going to look at.
Hearing Darren say suck shit, I'm just gonna look towards him and be like, try that again, and I will still rip barbs.
Ooh.
I'm also going to look at Tarvis and say, are you really going to hit me, Tarvis?
Darren, roll your con save again.
No worries. Fuck.
You take the 7 damage.
Boys.
I'll give advantage to Thimble.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Are you really going to hit me, Tarvis? With big puppy dog eyes.
Alright, does that end your turn, Alona?
Yes, it does.
Darren, you're up.
Goes in Farith for the comeback.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking directly at Vareth. Alright, Vareth. I'm gonna bitch slap you. Strike. Pure bitch slap. Rolling now. Fucking the first one missed. Okay, that was an embarrassment. Yep. What was it, a 15?
16, you got it. Yeah.
16, okay. Alright.
Actually, it's an 18, sorry, because I got
Should have killed a faith.
Fucking, alright, I'll try bitch slap you again. And I fucking failed, never mind. Okay. Is it possible to do a cantrip?
You have already used your action.
Fuck, that's right. Nah, that's it. I accept my fate. That's it. I passed my turn.
Alright, Xander.
Who do I want to walk over?
Are you still raging, or are you?
He'll have to re-rage, yeah.
Re-rage?
Re- Yeah, that's the one.
Uh-huh.
Just gonna go walk over right here. Say hello. Soldier.
Be kind to me. The poor little rogue. Do not punch me.
Should have thought of that before.
Does 16 hit?
Yeah.
You get 5 damage.
Yay!
Hey.
Loving this fight.
It's a 9. That doesn't.
No, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Alright. If that ends your turn, Xander, Tarvis. Hey, buddy.
I'm going to cast Levitate. Alone.
He's dead.
So that's a con save.
Is it on everyone?
No, it's only one person.
Oh, I wonder who that will be.
I already said I'm casting it on you.
Yay! It's a
Con
con save,
15.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. 15.
I got a nat 1, so...
She's just gonna be picked up 20 feet into the air.
Alona, you are now floating 20 feet in the air. You cannot move yourself. You're just kind of there.
If you want to get technical, she did leave other people's area.
You are technically right. So you have left Celadrin, Darren, and Tarvis's area of melee. They all can have opportunity attack on you.
Harvest!
Oh, I'm not going to opportunity attack.
Harvest!
Oh, and Umbra.
Harvest!
I'm not hitting you.
So out of those people, who is taking their opportunity attack?
I will.
Celadrin, Darren. So all three of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, all of you roll to hit.
Or
A 14. I don't think that hits. Yeah, I assume that.
cheat chonky.
12.
Misses.
No.
Fuck.
Umbra, roll to hit.
Umbra, didn't Umbra use his silvery barb?
I use
No,
mine.
really.
Oh, true, he does not have a reaction.
What?
That's what I was just double checking.
Everyone.
Guys,
Tarvis.
everyone's got them AC so high. Like, guys.
I promise that.
I'm gonna say, you and I have the same AC and probably similar health pools. We will be destroyed in this.
And then I will Hexblade curse stand up.
Oh, damn.
Me personally, as the monk, I've got the biggest advantage in this fight.
Oh, yeah. But now it's Kaitie's turn.
Yeah. Fighting against two barbarians is going to be frustrating, to say the least.
She is going to rage
Uh-oh.
and use her action to become the hybrid. Half dwarven woman, half werebear.
Uh-oh.
And she's just gonna saunter on over. She has used her bonus action in action. She cannot do anything this turn. Alright. That brings us to Zoldan.
I am going to move up to here and attempt to fight Xander of all people.
That does pass through Vareth's attack of opportunity. Would you like to take that, Vareth?
I can't use silvery barbs.
Okay, sure.
And I'm assuming because the Intelligence on my team, I'm flanking, so I have advantage, or no because of the strain muscle.
Still no, because strain.
Yep, just thought I'd check it.
You probably
13
should.
won't hit, will?
No.
I will try again. 17?
That's exactly what you needed.
7.
So I take 3 because I'm raging.
Yep.
I will use my flurry of blows to get an additional 2 attacks off. 16 won't hit.
No.
Neither way.
No.
Whatever that is. Kill. That's my turn. I will leave it there.
Alright, it's Thimble's turn. Thimble, hearing the rules of you can use a cantrip, is just gonna stay hovered back. He's gonna Zoldan, have some Eldritch Blast.
Uh-oh.
19 to hit
That hit. Yeah, that hits.
for 11 damage.
Damn.
Second blast, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's fine. That hits. Ow.
For 12 damage.
Ow. I am very upset by this fairy.
He has no bonus action, so that ends Thimble's turn. Hey, Umbra.
Oh, this is fun. This is very fun.
I am very...
The loner is 20 feet in the air right now.
I am very, very hurt by this tiny fairy.
How you looking, Zorbus?
Not great, but not good. Sorry, not bad, not terrible, but not great. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Slightly changes what I want to do. Actually,
Look, a solid 23 to hit damage right there.
hmm.
But you do you. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
No, it's okay. I have 3 plans in place, but I'm just trying to check if something will work. Okay, that should be fun. So, having been hit by some burning nonsense, I'm activating my Halo Spores. No, not Halo Spores. My symbolic entity. I start glowing green. Green and turquoise start coming around. And now I'm going to cast a spell. Double checking. I get. Alrighty. Darren, Celadrin, just be careful, boys. And
Alright.
and around us. I hope you're good. I hope you're good at holding on to something, fellas. And as I do my transformation, the ground erupts in vines and like whips of thorns and everything, and I'm casting Entangled.
Great.
So I'm doing it.
Would you like?
Trying to.
Just draw it.
Lona. So.
What's the sort of size you're looking?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Trying
whoa.
to-
Not in the air.
Well, technically, it can get
What size?
square.
20 foot?
What's the range on it?
It's it is a 90 feet range and 20 feet thing. I could have done another option, which would result in everyone getting very, very hurt. So I'm not going to do that now.
Is this not a giant spell?
No, it's a first level utility spell. That's why I clarified. If I'm not allowed to do it, I will.
Movement.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, what I'm going to do is, yeah, that's this way. I'm going to center it on Ilona, and I'm going to spread it out till I can hit everyone, pretty much everyone in the square.
So is it 20 foot radius or is it 20 foot size?
20-foot radius.
So that's as big as it is if you want to draw that in.
Jesus Christ.
Might see if we make it down at 10 feet then. So, yeah, just enough so it hits everybody.
That's Jordan.
And yeah. Please make some dexterity, or make some strength savings for those, please.
Strength save.
Katya got 9.
13.
I got a 7. Let's go.
I got a 9. Rogue buddies.
Do I have to roll as well, sir?
Yes.
Everyone.
Okay. Sorry, I've been...
Everyone except Thimble.
It's strength.
Strength.
Right.
You got a 9, wasn't it?
Fuck.
19.
Alright, so anyone who got below a 15,
Yeah.
you are now classified as restrained.
Movement
and
speed
you have to use your
0.
action to. You're now restrained. You have to use your action to make a strength check against my spell DC 15 to free yourself.
Okay, great.
Why strength? Okay, sure.
Yes. I could have chose another option, but we'll go with this one.
Yes.
I said it, boys. This should now even the playing field with all these heavy hitters. Do your thing, gentlemen.
Just a reminder,
And I-
you guys will have advantage on the attacks against those of us who are restrained as well.
So yeah, everyone is at advantage and disadvantage. So it's just all straight rolls.
So I'm disadvantaged.
Hey, I'm not restrained.
I'm not restrained.
Anyone who is restrained is it just rolling straight rolls.
I'm restrained and have straight muscles. Do I just fail?
I would just say you have disadvantage. I know that they cancel each other out, and technically you'd be rolling at just neutral, but like, nah.
No,
You gotta be You gotta be punished for 3 nat ones.
Yeah.
3 nat ones and a 2.
Yeah. So Varys, hey buddy, it's your go.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but Barrett hates being restrained. The question is
That's not
how much does he hate being restrained?
Roll d20, find out.
Oh, he fucking despises being restrained. Can I Misty Step out of there?
Technically.
I will Misty Step out. I'm no longer restrained, I guess.
Yeah, depending on where you go.
I'd like to go here, like just on the outskirts of it.
Yeah, sure. I'll say you're standing on the very edge and not, like, in it.
Vareth is going to take off a boot. And he's going to throw it as an improvised weapon.
Who you throwing your boot at?
Roll.
Question though. Action, bonus action. Is it free action?
No, it's a traditional action. It just means that instead of your flat damage roll from an unarmed strike, roll a d4. The only bad thing about it is you don't have any effects for it. So I rolled a 5, so I missed with my boot.
You are now bootless.
I will then throw my other boot. Does a 15 hit Umbra?
Isn't Umbra on your side?
Nope.
No.
No, Umbra's on your side.
15 does hit Umbra with his AC of 12.
No! sorry. Okay, so I can't plan a warrior using bonus action, but I can use favored foe, and that'll deal 4 damage to him.
Alright. Mass damage.
You see no real effect.
Take that, Umbra. Oh, is this a concentration spell?
There's roll. I'll roll it now. Concentration.
I think you gotta be at a...
Concentrate.
I think it's a 10.
Yeah. So I just gotta roll d20, add my.
I doubt he's doing
Constitution.
more than 20.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Because that was a. Oh no, 16. We're good.
Yeah. Yep, you maintain concentration. 10 or half damage with it, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
Half the damage. So I doubt
So I need-
I doubt he's doing like 22 damage
Yeah.
with
Well,
with unarmed strike.
I potentially could if I could get higher than a 1.
Alright, if that finishes Vareth's turn, Celadrin.
It's not total.
I am restrained,
Yes.
which I don't like. So I would like to try and get out of that with my abysmal strength.
So I believe that takes your action, and is a strength save, is that right, Steve?
Yep. 15.
Let's try this.
Hey!
Holy, thank God!
Let's go!
That 20.
Okay, yes, I'm out. Perfect.
You're no longer restrained, you have your bonus action and your movement.
We'll get him, Celadrin.
Cool. Well, I would like to get out of here, if possible.
You can try.
Just like I don't know, move there or something.
Xander.
You can use your disengage as a rogue, though. Your bonus action.
Use your disengage.
That means they can't take opportunity attack on you.
Yeah.
Go after Thimble.
Yeah, okay. I'll use my disengage. Why not? I have nothing better to do, to be honest.
Alright,
I'll just fucking run away.
so Xander, disregard. Alright, that would bring it to Alona then.
I don't know if you know this, but Alona also hates being restrained. Especially when she's being dangled above the ground. So she's just gonna start screaming, and that's her turn.
Understandable.
Like, guttural, you can tell like she's freaking the fuck out screams.
Understandable.
Would that trigger lava monster and just burn the vines?
Oh no, she's floating in the air.
Just in general.
Yeah.
She's 20 feet up. She's just kind of there.
I'm dangling and I'm restrained. She's freaking the fuck out and screaming at the top of her lungs, and you can hear that she's crying.
Uh-oh.
Is she taking psychic?
Oh yeah, no, Alona, because you were not in the actual tangle, you're not actually restrained. You cannot move because you're levitating, but you're not restrained from the vines.
Well then. Well, she's still freaking out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was gonna say, she's still like restrained in the sense that she can't control where she moves.
Yeah. But that will bring us to Darren.
Alrighty.
You were also
Oh, that's
restrained.
right. Yeah, I need that strength save, don't I?
To get out of it, yeah.
Alright, let's have a look. Fucking. Nah.
Nope, you've used your actions and you're going nowhere.
All around me, a familiar face.
I was gonna say, you could give out inspiration on this time.
Oh yeah, okay.
I will class that as inspiration.
Yeah, I will. Alright, Mr. Mr. Thomas.
Remember who's your team?
Yeah, Mr. Thomas, don't worry. I'm gonna use a bit of bardic inspirational magic by singing Get them bitches! There you go.
Take your D6, I think it is. Inspiration.
Yep.
Yep.
Can I use that on an attack roll?
You can. You can have combat inspiration. Alright, that leads us to Xander.
Well, might as well turn around and punch Zoldan.
Uh-oh. I am not ready for this, I don't think.
Yeah, well, you probably aren't.
I'm restrained?
That's a 26.
Yeah, fuck that. 18 and 19, holy shit.
5 damage.
Huge.
I mean, I'm restrained, so I'd assume so.
Yeah, he's restrained, so you get to just roll at advantage. Because you weren't restrained.
That's not great. That's 14.
That does hit though.
Oh, there you go. Take another 5.
I'm very angry right now.
Do I need to make a strength save because I'm still in the box?
No, because you've succeeded it.
It's only on the initial.
That's fine then. No worries. That's me.
Alright, Tarvis.
I'm going to shocking grasp Kaitier.
Alright.
Is she restrained?
She is restrained.
Okay, so I get advantage on that. That's a 20-40.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Dealing 5 lightning damage, which I know since
Ah, yes. 2 damage. She's a bear totem.
but now she can't take reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Can't take reactions.
Yes.
Hey, bear.
bro.
Hey. Oh
And
no.
that's me done.
It's now Kaitie's turn. There's a rather squishy monk right in front of her, so she's not even gonna bother trying to get out of the vines. She can reach.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna use her claws. Because that's an unarmed strike for her in hybrid form. First attack,
That was a very good bear sound.
that's a 20 to hit.
20 does it, yes.
Can I silvery barbs that?
You can.
I will silvery barbs that.
13.
Well then.
I will be a bully. You can't use silver barbs because you used the growth in the last turn, and you can't use 2 spells that aren't a cantrip spell in the same
Hmm?
You're trying.
Sorry, what was that?
What?
Fair enough.
So you can't use 2 spells in the same round, unless it's a cantrip. And
Are we running that rule?
I was just gonna say as long as it's a reaction.
Oh,
Well,
I did.
yeah.
I've always
Based off-
thought I've always thought that was a dumb rule anyway. So
It is. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah, no, I'm good to forego that rule.
DM. Okay, cool.
So yes, the 13, does that hit?
No.
Alright, that's fine. Second attack.
Given
14.
14 hits. That's exactly what.
Doing 12 damage.
And I'm knocked down.
Zoldan is down.
Change my hands.
Sorry?
For that, we'll just put that little marker on him.
Bloody Nick Sunshine.
Uh-oh.
It would be Zoldan's turn.
But I have to make a save.
I'm gonna say it was non-lethal damage. I'm just gonna say you're knocked out. There's no point in you dying in a free-for-all training combat.
Sure, why not? At least I'm learning.
How did you die? We
We did a
So we
free roll
got
with
the
a
full
one and a
response.
half hybrid.
Alright, it's Thimble's go. Thimble, seeing the rogue, is gonna shoot some Eldritch Blasts at Celadrin. Does 13
Why
hit?
would anyone do that? 13 does not hit, actually.
Alright, second blast. 13 again. Thimble's panicking, the shots are going wide,
Cool.
leading us to Umbra.
First, I'm going to healing word Zoldan. Just to give. And we said only level 1s. Healing words.
Sure.
Healing spells. Just double check. I'll give you 5 HP, my man.
Thank you. It's not nothing.
Gets you up.
And, well, granted, Varus has been attacking me the most, and he's right there. I'm going to chill touch. No, I'm going to thorn whip that.
Alright.
That'll be a 20 to hit. That'll be 10 damage, and since you are smaller than me.
Sorry, I was going to silvery barbs that.
Oh, okay. Silver buffs.
Yes, please. We can keep the damage if you succeed, though.
12.
Nope.
Alright.
I guess that's my turn.
Varith, it's your turn.
Varith will attempt to attack Umbra. Learning his very obvious lesson. Nope.
Steve.
So that's 21 to hit for the first attack. Let me try
Well.
this. I'm using advantage for my first thing for the 21, yeah?
Yep.
everyone's aware. I'm gonna roll that.
So who are you attacking?
Umbra. And then that. So that's 11 damage for my first hit. And then it's all force damage as well, by the way. And then second attack. That's 10. That's not gonna hit.
Negative.
So Barrett is just gonna start trying to pummel into you, being like, "You fake fuck."
Oh, damn.
Does that 11 damage activate concentration for lions?
It would.
It's technically my temporary HP,
Still damage?
so it'd still be damage.
DC 10. Con.
That would be a 20.
Yeah, that saves.
And as Vareth gets in very close to Umbra, I am going to use my reaction for this. It's my Halo of Spore, since you are very close to me.
Yeah.
Would you be able to make a Constitution saving throw, please?
18.
Yeah, you succeed. It's all. Don't worry.
Now that we're actually in combat with each other and I'm actually getting this spore stuff, can I roll a history check to see if I know what it is?
Sure.
That's a 13.
Given your history with the Fae, you would recognize this. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I'm even more afraid. Alright, passing turn.
Alright, Celadrin.
Yeah. I will. Well, I pretty much have a choice between two barbarians or a thimble, so I'm gonna run a thimble, I suppose. And I'm gonna try and punch him.
Alright. Roll to attack.
Thimble.
Punch my boy.
18.
That hits.
Finally! Thank God! Okay. Oh, yeah, I do 0 damage. Oh, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
That's what you call a statement, so. That's what you call a statement.
Anyway, I just intimidated him with that punch, okay? It didn't actually, he's terrified. Anyway,
I was gonna say, you could make a grapple check to make him restrained.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Cool, what's a grapple check?
So, be athletics, and against, I'll say he's acrobatics because he's a small creature.
Okay, so I roll athletics?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, that's not one.
They tie. So let's just reroll.
We both got that one. Perfect, okay.
Okay, that's better.
Game.
Oh my god!
Okay. Anyway. Nothing happens, I assume.
Yeah, no, Thimble flies around your fist as you try to grab him, and he's just kind of staring at you, like, come on, really?
Okay, so, like, I still have my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so what I'm gonna do as my bonus action, because of how great this is going, I'm just gonna take out my longhorn and start performing a song.
Okay. Sure.
Are we gonna move on?
Here's my issue, right? I don't do damage with unarmed strike, right? I
Yeah.
have no other attacks, so I'm just gonna start playing music.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir.
Xander takes one round of confusion. He's stunned.
Aw. Oh, yeah, sure. So that brings us to Alona then.
She's feeling better.
That's good.
She kind of remembered where she was. I do have a question. How dim is the lighting in this room?
It's fairly well lit. There are quite a few torches around.
Would it be dim up where I am, though?
Sure.
Because I want to use my steps of night so that I can move on the levitated surface. Is that okay?
Easty, does that work with the levitate spell?
So levitate lets you, if you have a way to move horizontally, you can. It just stops you from moving up and down. It sets your, like, altitude.
Then there's your answer. You are at 20 feet in the air, but you can move.
I'm gonna move to, I'm thinking here. And I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on Umbra. It's a Dex 15 save, Umbra.
It's 15. Don't have anything for that. Yeah, that's okay. That's a 5. It's not doing
Hey! Please take 6 points of damage.
much. Sure.
And then I'm going to look down at Thomas and say, "You're a bitch."
Is that?
Challenge.
Alright, Darren.
Don't make me hold blast you.
Another save throw. Strength. Strength. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're still trapped, bro.
Can I say I drop it for Darren, please?
One for all.
If you drop it for
Yes,
everyone.
for everyone. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Raph.
What, bro?
Darren, you still have your bonus action. What would you like to do?
Can I slap? No, I'm kidding. Bonus.
take it.
Alright. Is that one again? Range. Okay, cool. So, with my boy, Xander, can I use a bit of a kinetic shove? Telekinetic shove, to be precise.
Sure. It's been a while since you used that.
Yeah, it has been. It's a 16 strength save.
Ooh. I make 16.
He saves.
First I roll a 1, and now you roll the saving throw. My 2 slaps have missed.
This now does bring us to Xander.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, thingy's up.
Well, then, buddy.
Mm.
I feel sorry for you.
Why? You gonna down me again?
Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Second hit. The 19 hit you.
Goodbye. I'm down again.
Sayonara!
I'm sorry, it wasn't anymore.
And back down goes Zoldan.
Yike.
Alright, you doing anything else with your turn, Xander?
I'm good.
Tarvis.
Yes. I'm sorry, Varith, but I'm going to shock and grasp you.
I'd like to see you try.
Well, that is a 24 to hit.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's not a nat 20. You're not silvery barb.
I'm not silvery balancing it, no.
Okay, well you can't silvery barb until the end of my next turn, and you only take 2 damage.
Woo!
You
Oh,
can't.
'cause I can't use reactions.
Oh
Can't
no!
take Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fool!
You should have silvery bobs.
I thought I was being smart because it wouldn't be a lot of damage. I was wrong.
Does that end your turn,
That was
Tarvis?
my minimum roll.
Yeah, well,
Not really much else I can do.
Alright.
I've
You're
already
just gonna
used
take
my
the bitch
Hexblade's curse.
from a loner.
He's trying to not acknowledge the comment.
That is a natural 20 from Kaitier to break out of the restrain. She
Darren, take care of your girlfriend.
is going to move right here.
I'm not gonna say anything.
No, take her out. Preferably.
Get your head in the game.
You gotta get your head in the game.
Why am I feeling so bad? Cause my head's in the game and my heart's in this song. Which makes us feel so right.
Oh no.
It actually is fitting for Darren.
It is. Alright. She's just gonna stand there and try and intimidate Darren a little bit. That is a 19 intimidation. I'll say go ahead and roll.
Not even beat.
Oh, that 19 easily beats.
Let's just say a wisdom roll, not a wisdom save, just a wisdom check.
A wisdom check. Yep. Oh, daddy.
You're not frightened by Kaitier, but she is menacing.
Okay.
That brings us to Zoldan. You have been knocked unconscious again.
Yep.
Nice. Moving on, Thimble. Thimble is gonna Eldritch Blast Saladrin. I'm assuming an 8 misses.
Yeah, 8 is not even close.
How about an 11?
No, no.
Alright. Yep, Thimble's just gonna chill for now. There's nothing else he can really do. That brings us to Umbra.
Question, DM, am I allowed to wild shape?
Sure.
First, I'm dropping the entangle.
Alright.
Rid of that nonsense. If it said it's fun. Yeah, I'm going to wild shape.
Dude, Umbra's so overpowered in this fight. Don't go up against Umbra if you don't have your weapons.
I am, yes. I was trying to be nice, and then everyone started. People started throwing shade, and now I gotta
You gotta deal with it.
Work my salt. So I'm wild shaping into a black bear.
Alright.
Cartier, and I'm like, we can have 2 bears. And so I wild shape into a bear.
Yep, one sec. I'm just gonna put a little picture of a bear on the screen.
So there's this really cool guy, I don't know, from the Feywilds as well, Reese is doing that. His name is, Doobie Scoo.
Oh no.
He looks like a dog, but
He looks like a dog, but he's actually a human. He's like a fake creature.
specifically,
Doobie Scoo.
specifically looks like a Great Dane.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's crazy, how'd you know that?
Wild
Intuition, man.
Come on, game.
I'm happy to say the same, so you don't have to worry about it.
No, I have it here, it's just not... Wait a minute. I'm gonna try this. Come on. The game is just taking its time to upload the picture. It is literally just a picture of a black bear.
You guys got any cool stories in character about times you found bears? Including you, Darren. I need to hear that.
I'm giving up on that. Alright, Umbra, let's just put a little marker on you. I'll give you... You are a black bear now.
I am a black bear. Yes, very special tale about a bear. I once fought a bear over some berries. Did not go well. Did not go well.
Is Umbra trying to speak to us right now? All I can use is...
I'm recalling in my inner monologue. Anyway, big black bear in front of you, and because Vareth being right there, I love you, mate, but I'm going to give you a smack. Now, what's that? That is a multi-attack, so I'm attacking it twice. And I'm not using that feature, so it's a +4. First attack.
You know what would have been really cool, you see? If I had my silvery bar.
But you don't.
Oh no!
You don't have to worry. Don't even hit you.
I'm too quick. I'm too quick.
And I will shock and grasp you again.
Yeah. Can I just the action? Can I just like get right up in Vareth's face? Just right on top of him.
I mean, I'm not gonna move you square, but like, sure.
Just get right up in front of him, full present, full thing, going in for a bear hug. And he misses the swipes, but the arms are still there. Then I'll pass him your turn.
Oh my god. Bear.
We found the bear.
Bear go burr.
Bear!
Oh my god, why is it not working? Sure, there is a bear. It is there. Just so you can still see, here's the bear. Alright, we bring it back to Vareth.
Vareth is gonna punch the bear.
Oh no!
Punch the bear. Who could have told? Who could have guessed this? Does a 15 hit?
It's hit.
Okay, dice time. My first hit will do 16 damage to the face, or force damage.
Bear is still alive.
Oh. Does a 10 hit a bear's AC?
Bear is unfazed by your attack.
And then that's it for me.
Alright, Saladin.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grab him again.
Alright, same deal.
What was that again? The strength?
Athletics versus acrobatics. Oh no.
Oh no.
I did it!
Alright,
Oh.
you have grappled Thimble. And because Thimble is so small, I'm gonna also consider him restrained.
Because I'm holding him in my hand, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, here's a crazy idea. Okay? can I use him as an improvised weapon and throw him at someone?
You could, and you would damage both him and the target.
I want to take him and just chuck him at Cartier or whatever.
Okay.
Just absolutely yeet him.
Uh, roll to hit.
What's a roll to hit? Just a thumb strike or
He gets the hit.
Roll like
20 or
roll your dagger.
no?
We'll count that. Yeah.
Oh, not one. That's great. Thank you, game.
I'm just gonna roll a d20.
I mean,
Someone give this man advantage. I am begging.
Okay. Thimble gets yeeted over towards Kaitier, but at the very last moment he flares his wings and manages to pass underneath Alona. So Thimble is now over here.
Cool, and that ends my turn, because I have nothing else planned.
Alona.
Just seeing Zoldan go down for the second time, Umber turned into a bear, and Thimble get yeeted across the battlefield. I'm going to call out, guys, I think we should truce. I think it's enough. I think we've shown that we're very capable fighters and that we're very well matched. I think it's time that we go and get very drunk and just have a nice time together.
I have to beat up Umbra. This is I have to do it.
He's a bear! He's a bear, Barrett. He's a bear! I think it's time for a truce, and we can go and have a nice dinner, and we can just drink a lot of dwarven ale and forget that this ever happened. I am literally floating in the air right now.
I'll hit Jarvis next time I'm able to hit someone to make him lose concentration. Trust me.
I think we should just truce. I think it's time. I think we've done enough. I think we've shown it all.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
And I was just starting to have fun.
I want out of this fight.
So what's the verdict?
sorry, I didn't hear what Emily just said.
Oh, I'm knocked out.
I want out of this fight.
So is the fight continuing, or are you calling it?
I don't
I'm
think
fine
I
with
have
it.
the brain power to call it.
I'm going to cast darkness so that Barrett can't see.
Fair enough.
To call the fight.
And with that, the fight has concluded, and you go and spend your evening getting very drunk.
I'll levitate so Alona just slowly comes back to the ground.
Also, like, before we get drunk and stuff, can I just quickly, like, go to Thimble and just, like, apologize? Just be like, hey, man, sorry about that, you know? Didn't mean to, like, just pick you up and throw you, it's my bad, you know? Like,
You forget. I know where you sleep now.
okay, that's only slightly intimidating, but...
I'm gonna walk over to Thimble and I'm just gonna be like, Thimble, we don't threaten our friends.
You're right, that was harsh. But you know how I feel about being thrown.
I know, and being grabbed and restrained. I understand. Me too. You know, we were all in the webs once.
15 hit points back to Zoldan, by the way.
Yay. What's happened? Are we still fighting?
No.
Oh, okay. I will take this.
Alright. You spend your Friday night getting very, very drunk off Dwarven Ale, having a good old laugh about the events of the day that have transpired. I believe we only have one item left to do for Downtime Week, and that's Darren's date with Kaitier.
I'll apologize to Alona about do some levitate on it.
What was that, Parvus?
Just sorry for just picking you up out of the fight.
Yeah, that was unexpected. You could have just hit me.
I'm gonna assume we're all taking a long rest. This time.
Yes, take a long rest.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. I think it's up to Darren's day.
Yes, I believe we're up to that time of the night.
Alright.
Yo, mommy.
Artistic Riz. Let's go.
It's Saturday night. The time for your date draws close.
Oh, Christ. Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Alright. Oi! Jarvis! Wait, how do I look? Before I go out, I have a date tonight with Katya.
Yeah. You look generally like you always do.
You're daft. You know what, I've got to go to Laura for her opinion. You're useless as much as I love you, Jarvis.
Darren goes to Ilona.
Ilona,
Yeah? Are you ready?
be honest with me. How do I look?
You look
You think I look good?
absolutely dashing, Darren.
Alright.
She
I
might
haven't
burst into her werebear form as soon as she sees you.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, really?
I trust your judgment.
It's
Okay.
going to go great, I promise.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Remember the moonlight dance. It's going to be extra sparkly.
Oh, yeah, I have no words for you,
Oh,
Lona. Thank you.
I got one. I got you something to give her.
Wait, really?
I got you a little bouquet of wildflowers to give to Katia.
Oh. Ilona, you're bringing me to tears. Oh.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Then I give Ilona a big old hug. Thank you. Alright. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll let you know. Alright. Thank you. Darren runs.
Alright. You come to the mentioned restaurant, and you find Kaitier there. Her hair immaculately pulled back into a beautiful ponytail. She's wearing a emerald green dress, and she just smiles when she sees you.
Oh. Hiya, darling.
Hey, yourself.
You look dazzling, don't you?
You shape up pretty nicely too.
I must say, I've never really gone on a proper date before. It's my first time. I know it's embarrassing to admit it, but here it is.
Well, at least I know to not have my hopes kept too high. Alright, let's go get some food.
Alright, Darren begins to hold her hand slightly.
She accepts it.
Oh, let's go.
You have a delicious candlelit dinner filled with various succulent meats, lots of different types of salads, and she's eating her fill. She's not eating a small amount to impress you or anything. She's eating as she would normally. The conversation flows between you. She tells you of her past growing up in Etheria, learning how to be a tomb raider, learning the combat that she has exhibited in your time together, and telling you in more depth about her time becoming a werebear, and it's just a lovely dinner. When you finish your meals, she leads you out into a small clearing in the forest, filled with wildflowers. There's moths flying about, there's fireflies, and true to Alona's word, up in the sky, the moon is full and bright. Brighter than it should be. It's almost as if it's shining down on you specifically.
Christ almighty. What a view.
I was thinking the same thing.
You're thinking of stars, or were you thinking in my general direction?
You take your pick.
I think I'll go with the latter, sweetheart.
She laughs. I do believe you mentioned something about dancing.
Darren would slowly lift his hand up into your general direction. Why don't you come and find out?
She takes your hand in hers, and you spend the night dancing under the stars as the moon shines brightly down on you. And that's where we'll end this session.
Dope!